Come along and spend the day with us, and I would truly appreciate it if you could give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. How do you feel being up this early?
Well,
this is the first time you've been up this early in quite a long time.
Yes. Yeah. I can't even formulate words at this moment.
Drink your coffee.
So pretty.
Okay, it's still kind of dark in here this morning. We have a lot of craziness happening right now. This is the living room behind here. It's painting week, so I don't even think I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. So, furniture and everything. Oh, what? You need some morning breakfast. Yes, I know. Okay, just a second. But anyway, stuff's sitting all around. Living room's all taped off. They're gonna be here in a little bit. And then I think today might be the last day. So I am doing like a living room makeover, so stay tuned for that. Jason's out there feeding his birds. So he's leaving here in a little bit with a friend of his, and I got some things that I've got to go do. So remember in my last day in life, I was talking about how I don't want to stand on my chair anymore. I can't talk this morning. I'm so tired today. Remember how I said I didn't want to stand on the chair anymore? I finally got them. It was a very exciting day here in the Weiser household when the motorized blinds came in. It felt like the biggest luxury in the whole wide world to me, but now I no longer have to climb on that chair over there to like get the ones in the back, and now they just go up. Mister, Mommy waking you up so early today. Usually this little guy always goes to start coughing because I'm waking him up. Evie always has to come in and get in her spot. Right there on the back of the chair. She loves to lay there in the sun. A quick Bible study before we get this day going. This is editing Leslie in the future, and this next part I left in because I wanted for you guys to be able to see this, and it's something that Jason does with his dementia now that I think other people around him sometimes encounter, and they're just kind of confused by what he says, and we all just kind of, I don't want to say ignore it, but we just kind of go on. But it's when he gets confused, and you're about to see that I had unlocked the car for him to get his sunglasses out, but he already forgot, and I'm about to say to him, I unlocked the car for you, and he just has confusion. He doesn't remember that, and he'll say, how did you do that? I don't know what he means by that, but then he just throws in like word salad where he's just like blah, and it's just like, I don't know, he just gets like total confusion. So I left it in because I wanted you guys to be able to see kind of how he talks on a daily basis, and it was the first time I've ever caught this on camera.
Can you get me some sunglasses? You literally had your first.
I unlocked it for you.
How do you know how to do that?
How do I know how to do that?
Thank you.
All right, this is gonna be words of wisdom with Jason Weiser.
Which is just about the opposite of coffee talk with Paul Wardman. The Cold War was neither cold nor a war. Discuss. It's like butter.
Hold on, I gotta turn that thing off because it's gonna keep ringing at us. All right.
Stand by. Wave to Greg.
Oh, okay. We're waving to Greg.
Hey, the answer is always yes, buy a new TV.
I did!
Yes, yes. And because it's so big and wouldn't fit in the car, she had to have it delivered. See ya.
Bye. How do you feel about my new TV?
I'm okay with it. I'm very excited for you to have something that your old eyes can see.
All right.
Okay.
If you could go back and tell yourself, your 18-year-old self, anything, what would you tell? That's a tough one. Making you think.
Don't sell your dirt bike.
You keep it?
Yeah.
Which one? I would personally, you're gonna
keep the YZ80.
I loved, that's how I met Jason. He whipped around on this little YZ80 and we had the most fun on the thing. But what are you thinking? You're 125?
I'd keep the 80 for the girls, and then, but I did like my 125.
I hated that thing. You remember how I used to get off of it?
Yeah, you ghost ride it. She's riding around, and the suspension on that was ridiculous.
It was way too tall for me.
And then she came up towards the top of where we were standing, and she leapt off it and just let her start running down the hill, and I'm like...
What I was trying to do was leap off of it and it go to you, and you grab it and hop on.
Yeah. Well,
but that didn't work.
She didn't communicate
I
that,
did.
So I'm literally like watching my dirt bike now go down the hill.
I was a kid.
Alone.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I knew how to ride a dirt bike. You taught me how.
Yep.
Jason taught me how to drive a stick and drive a motorcycle and, do the clutch and everything. That was pretty cool.
It was. Till your dad caught you running a stop sign.
Yeah, I did run a stop sign. There was a hill that was like this, and I could never get going again. We were out in the boonies, by the way, and I just
It was a stick. That's why it was.
Yeah, and I was like, I would just never could get myself going on that hill, so I just kind of just ran through it. My dad was at the other stop sign.
And he just did the...
He just looked at... You have to admit that was funny. Oh my goodness. All right, I gotta go do my makeup and get beautiful for the day.
Yeah.
Are you feeling beautiful for the day?
Yeah. Kirby's coming to get me.
Yes.
We're having an adventure.
They're going to get a cedar, like a grass cedar.
You guys will see that. It's going to be the talk of the town.
And I'm headed to the cemetery. That's not the talk of the town. Okay. This is always my favorite part of the day when I do a day in the life with me, is I always love to share my makeup routine with you guys. All right, got my little makeup bag here. And you guys know, you've been following me, you know I love Merit Beauty. That's my favorite. I love how simple it is, how I can do my makeup in 5 minutes, and it's just skin loving products. So let me show you my little routine here. Okay, today I'm especially excited because Merit launched a new product and it's called the Uniform. This is a mineral sunscreen that has SPF 45. You guys all know we need to be wearing our SPF every day, summer, winter, you name it, we need to have this on. So this is how I do my little routine. I always start, I do my Great Skin, which is the priming moisturizer. And then next up, I'm going to add the Uniform. I love how big it is. How much product is in this? That is a plus. If you see me looking over here, my mirror is over here. So I just apply this on my face. I love the little sheer tint that it gives to my skin. The cool part about this is it already right off the bat makes my skin look so nice. I love the look that it gives to it. It's giving me some nice coverage, but yet I know it's protecting me from the sun. So I just get that all applied on there. Look at that, it's already glowing. I love how light and airy it feels on my skin. It just blends flawlessly, and it's great for sensitive skin, which I have. no problems. It does fantastic. Okay, the next I always follow it with the minimalist. I'm gonna need to open my second tube that I have. I'm about out. I use the shade Bisque, and it's great for just like touch-up concealments, or apply it all over your face and you will have just like, it's got buildable coverage and it just goes on so easily. So I just put it a little on my skin here and there, and then I just blend it in. I already feel like my skin looks so nice using the uniform. And this just gives me, especially like when I'm filming or I'm going out and I just want that little, a little more coverage on my skin, this is what I do. Okay, so there it is. Between those products, I already feel like I have great looking skin, but let me share a few of my other favorites with you. I'm gonna put them on anyway, so we might as well just keep going with the makeup routine. Next up, I always add the bronze balm. I gotta give myself that just glow, that little touch of sun. And I'm gonna tell you, for my ladies who are over 40, I learned the best makeup trick. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you guys why I'm doing this. So here is your nose and here is your ear. Pretend that you're drawing, here I'm getting my mirror, make sure I'm doing it. Pretend you're drawing a line like this. We don't want our product to go below that line when I use this, because we wanna keep everything up and lifted. So don't add this and bring it way down, because then you're dragging your face down. And who knew I was gonna give you a makeup tutorial? But this stuff is so fantastic. So I just keep mine up high. And then I always do a little on my forehead also, especially if you have, like, I don't have a large forehead, but if you do have a large forehead, it's fantastic for just kind of concealing that and bringing that down. And then I just take a brush and I blend it in. If you don't want to use a brush, you can use your fingers even. It does such a nice job of blending into your skin. Gives you that just, nice little contouring and tan glow I feel like that I need. Okay, so there's the bronze balm. All right, next up, I always add in my flesh balm. Give myself back that little sun-kissed glow. Let's see, what color do I want to use today? I have a whole bunch of different ones. Ooh, let's use something kind of moody. Now, another little trick when you're applying this for us ladies who are over 40, I keep mine more like on this back half right here, and not so much down here to where I'm dragging my face down. So I wear it like in this area right here. Look at that beautiful color. Just put a little on, and then I'm gonna blend it in, and it's perfect every time. I just kind of bring it up. I'm keeping mine high and up. Another thing that you can do with it, if you want, is sometimes I run a little bit across my nose and then a little bit on these two sides of my forehead. Areas where the sun would actually touch your face. Give you that little bit of like, not like we're getting a sunburn, but you know what I mean, like where the sun would actually hit your face. Okay, so there is that. And then next up, you guys know I love, this is like an awesome product. This is the Day Glow in Kava. And this just gives me that little bit of sheen, that little bit of shine that helps me feel youthful. And I like to just add a little bit right here on my cheek area to just give that little bit of, And then sometimes I run it down my nose, give my nose that little shine that I want. And then sometimes I do like to add it too with my upper eyelids. That helps draw our eyelids up. And then a lot of times, I love the solo shadow because you can just pop this on super easy. You don't have to think a lot about your eyeshadow, and it just gives your eyes a little bit of definition and a little bit of like color to where, I don't know, where we don't look like we're, looking droopy, where we look like we're feeling snazzy. Do that, and then I'm going to do a little bit of the Clean Lash Mascara. Okay, a little trick that I learned when I want a little eyeliner on my eyes is I take the solo shadow and I take one of these brushes and I just dip the end of it into the solo shadow and then run it across the bottom of my eyes. Okay, I feel like that just gives my eyes a little definition, and I don't know, it's just something that I love to put on my face, and it's like a 2-in-1 product for me. I love that I can do all of this in under 5 minutes. You get one of these awesome makeup bags with your first purchase. Look how pretty they are. This one's my well-used one. I've been using this one forever now, but I love how I can just put it all in here, tie it up, and off I go. I need to do my lips. For my lips, a lot of times you can use the Flush Balm and you can just put that on your lips if you only want to use one product. I like this Shade Slick one. I think this color I'm about to use is this Tabby or Sangria? I think this is Sangria. I'm gonna put it right here. This is a really nice lip oil and it keeps my lips moisturized and gives it the color that I appreciate. Okay, there, ta-da, there's my final look. Super easy, 5 minutes. I do this every day. This is so perfect for when you have busy mornings and when you just don't want to put a lot of time and effort into your makeup. If you want to try the uniform before it officially launches, you need to use my code EARLY. It is password protected and you need to use my special link down below, but you're going to want to do this before all the shades start selling out. I've also created a special summer bundle, including the uniform, and you can get 15% off. It'll automatically apply at checkout. So be sure to check out the link below. Use my access code EARLY in order to get in and get this while you can. All right, I'm gonna go fix my hair and we're off for the day. A quick little walk before we head out. Little Miss Sniffy McSniff-Sniff's gotta check everything out. All right, while Jason's gone getting the cedar, we're gonna go run around because this is like my once a week opportunity to like go do things by myself. First stop, I'm visiting the gravesite of my mom and my dad. This was the anniversary of when my mom passed away, and it's just a really peaceful cemetery, and I just wanted to stop by and say hi to my mom and dad. Even though they're not there, they're in heaven rejoicing with Jesus. Next up, I decided to hit Old Navy. I have been dying to just check things out, look at some clothes for my grandkids. I don't know, it's just fun to just get away by myself and wander around and look at things. So then I went over to TJ Maxx and I'm super inspired to do a summer front porch for Memorial Day and 4th of July. And then I had to head and get some yummy lunch. All right, so this brings back childhood memories because we used to come here and eat when I was a kid. And since I'm down this way, I had to get some since, you know, it's good stuff. We've tried barbecue like all over. North Carolina style, Texas style, you name it, we've tried it. Nothing beats Kansas City barbecue. Okay, if anybody's wondering, this is the hill that I ran right through and my dad was right here at this stop sign. And I just went, she's a real beaut.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it that way and re-eyeball those ramps.
Got Jason spraying for the Japanese beetles. Gotta put him to work. Jason's got a spot out here that's driving him crazy because he's got his perfectly manicured lawn. So this is the infamous spot that's driving you crazy, huh?
Yeah,
Think this is gonna help?
I hope so.
I hope so too. You're like, what are we doing? Okay, here's the real question. How long until you're asleep?
What time is it?
It is 5:46.
By 6:15 for sure.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's a pillow and you're gonna go to sleep.
Seems to be an accurate prophecy.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week.